Folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. Today I have some very interesting data to share with you when it comes to Scarlet Violet era and why we could see prices go a hell of a lot higher, especially when you look at the price and the scarcity of booster packs compared to the booster boxes, and compare that to the price of booster packs in comparison to booster boxes in Sword and Shield era. Booster packs are still very widely available in Sword and Shield era at very reasonable prices in comparison to the box prices. And honestly, if the same margins existed in Scarlet Violet era from what the packs are going for compared to the booster boxes, well, booster boxes should actually be a lot more expensive than they already are in that comparison. And so I'm going to jump into some of the data, and it might honestly open your eyes up to just how hard it is to get packs in this era. It's not just boxes, guys. It's not just investors. It's literally just finding product. I literally cannot find packs for my live streams. It's getting harder and harder to find packs to open on the market, not of the brand new sets, not of the really hyped sets, of every set. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Before we do that, guys, I gotta shout out today's video sponsor. It is Arizona TCG. If you are looking to sell any of your graded cards, reach out to Arizona TCG. They'll do all the work of selling for you. They make it really simple. They run everything through their 100% positive feedback, 18,000 items sold, 3.8 thousand follower eBay store. They only charge a 13.5% fee, and also you can use this really cool calculator to calculate exactly what you would get selling yourself on eBay and what you would get having Arizona TCG doing all the work for you with an estimation of what your cards may be worth. So if all that sounds like something you may be interested in, I'll leave the link in the comment section and the description below for Arizona TCG. All right, let's start out with Paldea Evolved. All right, this one is not quite as lopsided as some of the other ones, but Paldea Evolved booster packs are 10-13. And if we go look at the availability, there's 8, 2, 2. It isn't until you get to 100 packs where you get to a 1035 price point. So not very long before these are sold out, you get to 1035. But even at 1013, right, get the calculator out, 1013 a booster pack times 36 packs, you're looking at $365. And again, in Paldea Evolved's situation, that's about what the boxes are going for. The boxes are actually going for a little bit more most of the time. But all of these other sets, it's very lopsided. Look at Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces packs, $7.90. You have a 0% feedback seller with one pack available. After that, it goes $7.90, $7.95, and $7.99. And so you don't get the quantity till $7.95. So let's get back to the calculator here, okay? $7.95 times 36 packs, that would be equivalent to a $286 booster box. Temporal Forces is only selling for $230 plus 8 shipping. So the packs are much more expensive than the booster boxes, meaning the cheapest way to open packs is still a booster box, as crazy as that sounds. Stellar Crown, $7.18 a pack. You go down and look at the availability. No quantity available till you get to up here. 10 packs, $606 plus 2 shipping, 1 pack. Literally, you don't get to any quantity until you get to $8 a pack on Stellar Crown. Even if we take some of those lower price packs, right? Even if we take $7.15 a pack times 36, you're still looking at a $257 booster box when Stellar Crown's only going for $225. Still undervalued, right? Surging Sparks, $7.43 a pack. We go look at the quantities. No quantity at those prices. It isn't until you get up to, let's say, $7.99, $8 a pack till you hit any quantity. But again, so if we take somewhere in the middle there, even at $7.50 a pack, right, times 36 packs, you're looking at a $252 box. A little closer, still a little more than what the box costs. Still, the booster box is the cheapest way. Look at this. This one's crazy. Shrouded Fable packs, guys, are a $7.45 pack, and then it goes to $7.65. So Shrouded Fable, $7.45 times 9 packs in an ETB. It's a $67 ETB. Right at what it's going for. You add the promo card in. Now the ETBs make sense as to why they're selling for that price. All right, so the last one I wanted to show is Destined Rivals. $8.45 a pack now, guys. And again, no quantity at these prices. It isn't until you get up to $8.48, $8.50 to find some quantity. And so let's take $8.45, all right, multiply that by 36. The boxes don't seem too expensive anymore, do they? $305 to order 36 loose packs. The boxes are only going for $285. Now, let's compare that to Sword and Shield era, so now you might understand why Scarlet Violet era is priced the way it is. In my opinion, it's actually still undervalued in terms of boxes when you take into account how expensive the loose packs are. Evolving Skies, $28.47 for a loose pack. Now, we can go look at where the quantity is, okay? It looks like you can't really find any quantity anywhere in the 20s. You can get up to, not until about $30, you find a little bit of quantity, and still pretty low. But let's just, for fairness, let's take $30, okay? $30 a pack times $36. It's $10.80, guys. It's literally half what the booster boxes cost. Do you now see how lopsided Scarlet Violet era is? See, before, booster boxes became scarce, but there were still loose packs everywhere because they were in all the different products. They were in collection boxes and tins and ETBs, etc. Now, because of rip and ships and because of how much is opened, even the packs are selling out and scarce, and even those are that hard to find. Can you imagine what that is going to mean when Scarlet Violet starts to age in the next 1, 2, 3 years? You think stuff's expensive now? I think it's going to absolutely slaughter the gains we saw in Sword and Shield because of the scarcity. We've never seen scarcity like this. Guys, Fusion Strike, $728 box, right? Fusion Strike packs you can find for $12. $12. Let's find some quantity. Where's the quantity at? Here we go. $12.95, a little bit of quantity. $13.50, a little bit of quantity. So somewhere in the $13 to $14 range. Guys, even if we take $13.50 a pack. $13.50 a pack. All right. Multiply it by 36. $486. The boxes are $728. See how cheap packs are in Sword and Shield? Lost Origin, almost a $500 box, about $488 with shipping, right? $8 packs, guys. $8 you can buy Lost Origin for. That is insanely cheap. That's what Scarlet Violet packs are going for, right? Even with quantity, you start to get up in the 9s, that's still cheap. Even if we took $9 times 36, right? That's still a $324 box when the boxes are $400. Guys, look at some of the Scarlet Violet era products. Do the math. Do the margins on what the Sword and Shield boxes are going for compared to loose packs. These Scarlet Violet boxes, in that perspective, should cost a lot more than they already do. Last one I figured I'd show is Chilling Reign. It's over a $400 booster box. The packs are literally $750 at the lowest. Find some quantity up in the 8s. We keep going up, try to find a little more quantity. Here's a 30 quantity, $850 plus shipping. So even if we take like $9, again, $9, $324, the boxes are still a bit more than that. And so I think this is a perspective a lot of people aren't taking into account. It's not just booster boxes that are scarce in Scarlet Violet like it was in Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, and XY. By the way, guys, this has been a thing forever. When Sun and Moon was as old as Sword and Shield was, you could still find all the loose packs much lower than what the boxes were going for. So XY was the same way. All the loose packs in XY were always much lower than the booster boxes. This is a new phenomenon in Scarlet Violet where the packs literally cost as much or more than the booster boxes do because they're just that scarce. Meaning, what's going to happen? People are going to start buying booster boxes to open for loose packs, which is going to drive the scarcity in boxes up, and it's just going to add to the issue we already have that the product is just so scarce, and that's why it's so expensive. As I've talked about before, guys, we're about 9 months away from SV Base, Obsidian, Paldea, Paradox, 151, and Paldean Fates all going out of print, out of rotation. If this scarcity remains and we don't get a good amount of more supply of all those sets, I think those boxes, those booster boxes, are going to far outperform what we've seen in Sword and Shield because the scarcity levels of packs and boxes are unlike anything we've ever seen in the past. And so maybe something to pay attention to, guys. The pack ripping is not going to slow down. The scarcity levels, they're not going to slow down. People are not going to slow down putting money into these sets because they see the same things I'm seeing and presenting on this video. They see what's happened in the past. They see that timeline has been greatly sped up in Scarlet Violet era. And what used to take 5, 6, 7, 8 years is likely only going to take 2, 3, 4 years in this new era. And so that's all I got today, guys. Different perspective to take a look at. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be back in a new one soon. I'm out.